I've been associated with Verus Global programs and processes for a little over 7 years. I actually was an invited guest to a Pathways to Leadership program back in 2003. I was the first individual from my company to go to Pathways. I've since gone to the Pathways program over 4 times, and I say over 4 because we use the principles of Pathways and now Verus Global as an ongoing process to refine our organization when new challenges come along, when strategic priorities change, when the global economy crashes, and we need to get our team back together and think about what we need to do differently to advance the corporation. So a lot of focus on the sustainability of the health of our organization from a human resource standpoint. Within our company, we have now trained over 3,000 employees. We've actually seen the value to the extent where we have developed an in-house trainer who has been trained and certified by the Verus Global folks. Some of the greatest value that we've seen since we've brought the program to Owens, Illinois has been really a common voice. People speak a language today that kind of cuts through all the tension and all the trials and tribulations by the use of a simple word or two that we have taken from the Pathways process, the tools, something like a big R, or are you on the right side of the energy map? And instantly people move to a place that's comfortable, and you begin to break down barriers. Change has become much easier. Change is always difficult, but it seems to be much easier with people employing the practices and talking this language that puts them in a comfort zone and helps us to advance the ball, improve our performance, and contribute to the bottom line. So the Pathways program has really become, our culture. It's been what we've built into our leadership teams, and quite frankly, what we've built into our employee base. And we've used this analogy at Owens Illinois in the past. We've instituted, heavy Lean Six Sigma programs globally around the world, some 3,000 to 4,000 people trained as well. But we've seen Lean Six Sigma as kind of a hardware, it's a tool. And we see Pathways as a cultural addition that takes hardware of Lean Six Sigma, software of Pathways, and marries them up. Independently, they're both very good, but like any operating system, good hardware without good software is just hardware. And so it's really been a way to embrace Lean Six Sigma in a cultural transformation that's provided our people with something beyond the textbook. It's given them a common language. It's given them a cultural connection and a way to work around the world. We have 87 glass plants and growing globally, all 4 continents. And I can walk into any factory and I'll see a presentation where somewhere woven into the presentation, the leadership team is talking about the change elements of Pathways. And it can be in China, and sometimes they may transpose the big R into the R big. And it's just great to see them. They've adopted it into their culture, and it's pretty heartwarming to be able to speak to one of 25,000 employees around the world and have a common language to talk about. It's been a great improvement for us. When I think about how the Pathways program has enhanced the company, we come up with different strategies. We buy different companies. Where we reside in our footprint, we are number 1 in the glass container business around the world. And it's a fairly lofty position, and people maybe get a little full of themselves from time to time, and their ego takes over and they think they got all the answers. And I've had the opportunity to work on every one of our continents, quite frankly, and every time I've moved to a different region, whether it be Europe or North America or South America, the first thing was get a hold of the Pathways people and come on in and work with my leadership team, because we need to work on the culture. And I guess what I've seen with Pathways, this is not something that we're doing to them, it's something that we're doing for them. We're providing them with tools, we're providing the leadership team with a cohesive approach, to kind of break down everybody's idea what's most important to the individuals and make it what's most important to the team, because the culture in our company has been one that's been built on technology and manufacturing, and yet we've got to be different things around the world, and we've got to show where we add value with the what is the proposition for a technology company in today's world, and how do we add value? And Pathways now, Verus Global, has actually moved to a different level for us. So we've got the core principles around Pathways, but with the new Verus Global approach to the new programs and processes, we're actually taking that to a new level, and it's becoming an enhancement for our leadership teams, to kind of find their value proposition and how do we add value to our company.